All right, American Buffalo is set during one long day in a rundown junk shop. Three men of great ambition and low morals plan a heist of a customer's valuable coin collection. Then when the con goes awry, it's every man for himself. Joining us now is Julia Thudium, the artistic director, along with Paul Ford, who stars in the show. All right, so three of my favorite things: Julia, Paul, David Mamet. Great stuff. All right, so American Buffalo, I think, is one of the classics in the American canon of theater. What makes this production unique? Why bring it back to the stage?
Well, when you have a director like Vic Browder, and,
that helps.
And you offer him, let's say, Fool for Love and American Buffalo, he's going to go for American Buffalo. Yes,
okay.
And also with the opportunity to work with Paul and Ryle Adamson, who's one of the other actors in the cast, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So I know, Paul, you just came off of doing A Christmas Carol, playing Scrooge.
Yeah.
So going from doing Dickens to doing David Mamet, how do you make that transition?
The sound of clashing.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
No, it's an intense and interesting exercise to be able to shift from that sort of classical language into the street, guttural rhythm, fast-paced exchanges that happen in American Buffalo. And I sort of knew that was going to be the case, and I sort of took it because of that. I just wanted to see what would happen to my brain when I slipped it around that corner. So.
Right. Yeah, so what sort of challenges have you guys faced, if any, bringing this production back? I mean, American Buffalo, like I said, and doing Mamet in general, there's a big weight when you're doing that. I mean, he's a very recognized name, both in film and on stage. How do you make it your own?
Well, I think part of it is that, there's a vernacular, a very specific dialogue and way of speaking that Mamet has that, when done well, raises the story above just the sort of the plot line.
Right.
And I think us choosing to do this, it's kind of like Shakespeare in a way. It's its own.
It very much, that's a great way that you put it, Julia, because it is. I mean, it may be just like more of a common speak that we're used to in the United States, but there is a poetry to it. There is a definite verse to what he does.
Yes, and you have to work at it, and I think Paul can attest to that. It just does not come easy, but when it's done well, it's like jazz. It's like music just opening up.
Yeah. So now, of course, one thing I think that's important, of course, talking Valentine's Day, great things to do. This may be a good date, but it's definitely not for the kids.
No. PG-17, please. Yes, the language is very strong.
I'm putting it. Of that.
And graphic content. There's violence and deep, dark humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for the kids.
Yeah, not for the kids at all. And so now, Mother Road, you're doing this at the Tricklock Performance Space, is that right? Okay, how is it working in that small, now, the filling station, your old venue that you performed in, we're not talking a grand concert hall, it was small, but the Tricklock Performance Space is also rather small.
It's very tiny, but I think, I just got to see it the other night, it is perfect for this, because everything from our garage is in this show, and other people's garages, and it's perfect, it's tight, it's small, but it gives you that great feeling of being in a little junk shop.
Yeah.
It's a world you slip into. I mean, and as an actor, that's a joy to have, only two other actors in that intense, detailed, chaotic environment, and in the Tricklock Lab, it's working out very, very well because it's just this corner of the universe stuck under the lights in that space.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So that's a good thing for Valentine's this weekend. You open tomorrow night. You have a preview tonight, is that right?
Preview tonight.
Okay, and then you run until when?
We run until March 1st.
Till March 1st,
so 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay. What's the best way for folks to get tickets if they want to come check out?
You can go to motherroad.org, which is our website. I think that is probably the best way to go. They'll take you right to our ticketing page and buy your tickets and head on down to the show.
There, fantastic. Well, of course, we will have links to motherroad.org at casa.com. Guys, break legs.
Thank you.
Give my best to the cast. And again, guys, a great way to spend Valentine's Day. David Mamet. Nothing says love like David Mamet. For now, we're going to head over to Brittany, standing